Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Revolver, a Korean crime drama film from 2024 that stars Jeon Do-yeon. Police officer Soo-young, played by Jeon Do-yeon, who is waiting to move into her new dream apartment, gets involved in an unexpected corruption scandal and accepts a substantial reward to take the fall for the crimes. 2 years later, on the day of her release, she's greeted by a stranger, someone she has never met before. Sensing something is amiss, she sets out to find the man who promised her compensation. As she delves deeper, she uncovers a far more dangerous and powerful force behind the scheme. Now, the film begins with our protagonist being released from prison, and she's asked by the releasing officer for an address for her new residence, and she says none, so she has nowhere really to live immediately. And then he asks for relative or friend information, and she says none. So it appears everyone has abandoned this woman after she took the fall for the crime. But it's also shown that she was doing some shady deals on her own as well. So this is not a morally high ground person. She was doing some shady stuff herself, and now, she's out of prison and she wants some payment for or compensation for taking the fall. There's a lot of time shifts in this movie between past and present early on, which a little bit awkward and annoying, and the plot setup is slow to get going. Even after the setup is complete, our main character's investigation consists of walking from place to place and sitting down for a discussion with someone. Now, I have to emphasize this point, because it's a huge problem for this movie. And let me repeat myself, because this is the movie you're about to watch. Our protagonist walks around from place to place, sits down, and talks with someone. And this structure becomes extremely monotonous and frustrating by the 30-minute mark. And every single time it happens after that, and it happens a lot after that as well, when two people sit down and just start talking, it just becomes more infuriating and boring of an experience. This happens so much. By the midpoint, I started asking myself, is this all that's going to happen in this movie? There's nothing dynamic in this at all. And it really is that repetitive of a film. Now, there are some great movies that rely almost solely on dialogue and discussion. But if you're going to do this, the script writing has to be interesting. Unfortunately, the dialogue in Revolver is very dry and sleepy. You know what I mean? Like the protagonist will sit down and she'll interrogate someone and be like, I need to know this. And then the guy will be like, okay, I know some of it, but now you have to talk to this person and get more information out of them. And it just repeats itself over and over again. Also, I don't really care what's happening because none of the characters are being developed along the way. Even the camera shots are horrendously repetitive. It's almost like a shot of our main character, then a counter shot or a reverse shot of the person she's talking to, and then a shot of our main character, and then a reverse shot of the person she's talking to. This is like every scene for the first hour of the movie. The direction in this is very stale. And if you haven't guessed already, pacing is a real grind in this. The runtime is almost 2 full hours, and that does not help. The acting is fine. There are some big-name actors, not only in the lead role, but also a few small supporting roles or cameos. But no one really gives an inspired performance in this. I think all of the actors probably knew they were acting in a turd of a film. Another gripe I have. Why is this listed as an action movie on multiple websites? It is not. It is not. The confrontation scenes are lame and not the least bit exciting or fun. So yeah, Revolver is, if I could describe this movie in one word, it would be lazy. This movie is lazy. It feels like the filmmakers were just sleepwalking when they made it. And as a consequence, it's extremely boring and not worth watching. It is streaming on Amazon, but don't watch it. I would say a recommendation for this, instead, go watch No Blood, No Tears from 2002 instead. And it includes a few of the same actors here. More entertaining film. And as always, folks, I'll see you next time.